How to fix CS2 no internet connection update error. Welcome back to Teknobalta. We know how frustrating it is when you launch Steam to play Counter-Strike 2, only to be stopped by a persistent no internet connection error during the update process. During our investigation, our technical team encountered this exact problem where the download halts entirely, even though your network and other games operate perfectly fine. Teknobalta's analysis revealed that this is a specific directory indexing failure within the Steam client, and we have developed a definitive sequence of fixes to resolve it. Our testing showed that jumping straight into our advanced local file override is the most effective method, but we must systematically establish a clean network baseline first. In our lab environment, we tested every potential cause to ensure your massive game files remain completely safe and intact during this process. We will now walk you through the exact technical procedures Teknobalta uses to bypass this update blockage and restore your access to the game. Solution 1. Preliminary Steam Client Restart Protocol. Our initial diagnostics always begin by completely terminating the Steam bootstrapper from the task manager to clear any ghost processes holding the network port hostage. Right-click your taskbar, open Task Manager, locate all running Steam background processes, and forcefully end them. Relaunching the application can sometimes instantly refresh the connection pool and allow the Counter-Strike 2 update to resume natively. Solution 2. Executing Steam Download Cache Clearance. If a simple restart fails, Teknobalta's next step is to purge the temporary download cache, which often harbors corrupted and fragmented update manifests. Navigate to your Steam settings, access the Downloads tab, and execute the Clear Download Cache command. You will be logged out automatically, but upon logging back in, the client will attempt a completely fresh handshake with the global update servers. Solution 3. Rerouting Steam Download Server Region. We discovered that specific regional servers sometimes bottleneck or intentionally drop the connection exclusively for heavy Counter-Strike 2 payloads. Head back into your Steam download settings and alter your download region to a neighboring country or a different major city. Restart Steam to apply this new networking configuration and observe if the update successfully bypasses the dead node. Solution 4. Forcing game file integrity verification. Before altering any local file structures, we always recommend forcing the Steam client to audit the existing installation for missing data blocks. Right-click Counter-Strike 2 in your library, select Properties, navigate to Installed Files, and initiate the file verification process. However, our testing showed that in severe cases of this specific network error, the client might refuse to verify the files, which requires our deeper manual intervention. Solution 5. Locating the local game directory for advanced override. This is the definitive fix Teknobalta independently confirmed to resolve the core issue when all standard cache clearing methods fail. You must navigate to your primary Steam library folder, typically located by following your C drive to program files x86, Steam, and then the Steam Apps directory. Inside the common folder, you will locate the Counter-Strike Global Offensive directory, which officially houses all your CS2 files. Solution 6. Creating a safe backup of the CS2 installation. To prevent downloading the massive game payload all over again, you need to isolate these files from the active Steam ecosystem temporarily. Rename this game folder to something completely different, like CS2 Backup, and move it to your desktop or the root of another storage drive. This operation essentially blinds the Steam client to the game's existence without actually deleting your precious data. Solution 7. Executing a clean Steam uninstallation. With your game files safely quarantined elsewhere, open your Steam library interface to clear the corrupted registry. Right-click on Counter-Strike 2, navigate to the Manage options, and select Uninstall. Steam will process this command instantly because the actual heavy files are already missing, which successfully wipes the broken update loop from the system memory. Solution 8. Restoring the original directory path. Now that Steam registers the game as completely uninstalled, our team's protocol requires returning your files back to their original state. Move your isolated CS2 backup folder back into the exact Steam app's common directory where you originally found it. You must then carefully rename the folder exactly back to Counter-Strike Global Offensive for the system to recognize it in the next step. Solution 9. Triggering the Steam Local Discovery Protocol. Go back to your Steam library and command the client to install Counter-Strike 2, ensuring you select the exact same drive where you just placed the restored folder. Instead of downloading the entire game, Steam will initiate a highly efficient discovering existing files sequence. Our extensive testing confirmed that this perfectly bypasses the original network update error and only downloads the tiny patch data you actually needed. Solution 10. Resetting Windows network sockets. If the local discovery method is somehow interrupted, Teknobalta's analysis points to a deeper Windows network socket corruption masking itself as a Steam error. Open your Windows command prompt as an administrator, type netch Winsock reset, and execute the command. This protocol completely reconstructs your computer's base connection architecture, stripping away any hidden software blocks interfering with the Steam client. Solution 11. Flushing the DNS resolver cache. We frequently observe hidden DNS mismatch errors, masquerading as simple internet connection drops during heavy gaming updates. In the exact same administrator command prompt, execute the command ipconfig/flushdns to clear your local and outdated IP routing tables. This forces your Windows operating system to acquire fresh, highly accurate server addresses the next time Steam reaches out for the update. Solution 12. Bypassing Windows Defender firewall restrictions. Sometimes aggressive security software silently quarantines the specific executable responsible for unpacking the compressed CS2 update. Open your Windows Defender Firewall Advanced Settings and allow an app through the firewall, ensuring both public and private network boxes are checked for the Steam client bootstrapper. We have verified that this step solves invisible background connection terminations. Solution 13. Granting elevated administrative privileges to Steam. A simple lack of background write permissions in the target directory can instantly trigger false network error flags during the installation phase. Completely close the Steam application, then right-click its desktop shortcut and select Run as Administrator to grant it ultimate operating system access. Teknobalta found this simple privilege elevation often resolves the most stubborn file writing failures during major game updates. Solution 14. Toggling Steam client beta participation. Occasionally, the stable branch of the Steam client develops a unique bug handling massive source engine updates, requiring a temporary shift in software versions. Navigate to your core Steam settings, open the Interface tab, and toggle your client beta participation drop down to the active beta branch. The client will restart and update itself, often deploying experimental hotfixes that immediately resolve specific game update loops. Solution 15. Reconfiguring Steam bandwidth limits. Our final deep diagnostic step involves artificially throttling the download to stabilize the packet flow between your router and the Steam servers. In the Steam download settings, set a hard bandwidth limit slightly below your absolute maximum connection speed to prevent your router from dropping data packets. We discovered that a slower, steady download prevents the server timeout threshold that triggers the false no internet warning. Don't forget to follow Teknobalta for more.